Okay. This one comes from Am I the Asshole? And it says it's not safe for work. But there's literally no part of this that is not safe for work. So
Well,
I don't know.
Your opinion. But if you guys are playing this on the speaker at work, maybe tone it down a little bit.
I truly don't think you need to, but let us know in the comments after we read the story.
I would just like to advertise that we click explicit content when we do ours, podcasts and such.
What do you mean?
There's a little button that it says like explicit content.
Oh, on YouTube?
On our podcast side.
Oh.
And I always click that button because,
Okay.
we swear.
Yes.
There's some sex themes. Who knows what's going to come up on this podcast? This is an adults 18 plus podcast. We have no idea what's going to happen. So
yes, I would agree with that.
I would advertise our whole podcast as not safe for work.
Yeah. Fair. Okay. Am I the asshole for quote unquote publicly humiliating my sister-in-law? I, 30s female, got married to my husband, 30s male, this July. Our wedding theme was fairy court. And it's spelled fairy like it is in what's the book called?
A Song of Ice and Fire? Nope, that's Game of Thrones.
Court of Thorns and Roses. Yep. AITA. AITA. If you're an AITA fan, we love you. We only invited close family and friends and asked that they wear jewel-toned dresses and suit jackets. The wedding was in sort of a forest. We also took photos with almost everyone, not just the wedding party, which only consisted of a best man and a maid of honor. My sister-in-law, mid-20s, shows up in a blush pink dress and her boyfriend in a cream suit jacket. She thought that would make her pop, I guess. She is an attention seeker by testimony of everyone but her mom. Joke's on her, my dress was gold and shimmery and my husband was an emerald green jacket. Also, I was wearing a full-on crown. No mistaking who the bride was. When the photographer asked me if she should Photoshop them a bit to make them blend in more, since we went with a dramatic photo style that emphasized the deep jewel tones and the darkness of the forest, I told her not to bother, make them look nice, but don't change the color or anything like that. Well, I received the photos 4 days ago. I posted some on my Instagram and most of my Facebook, since most of our older relatives use it exclusively, and they, sister-in-law and boyfriend, looked so out of place. They were almost washed out. Then she had the nerve to comment on my post. It was very passive-aggressive, something along the lines of washing her out to make myself stand out more. I replied by saying that she washed herself out by ignoring the wedding theme. She deleted her comment. But then we met last night at my in-laws. It was an accident, not planned or anything. She said pretty much the same thing. I repeated that she washed herself out because the photo style we chose emphasized deep colors. That's why we asked people to wear jewel tones. It escalated and ended up with me telling her that she looked like shit in our photos, her complaint, because she was a jealous little woman who thought she could upstage me with a $30 dress the color of diluted Pepto. She started crying and left. Now my mother-in-law says I owe sister-in-law an apology for quote-unquote publicly shaming her, and as well for insulting her looks. So am I the asshole?
Fuck around, you're gonna find out. You think you can wear whatever you want? All right, no problem. Well, you didn't look good in the photos, so that's your own fucking problem, and I ain't apologizing to you. You got what was coming to you.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Very rude to go to somebody's wedding and not follow like the dress,
Dress code.
criteria. Yeah, dress code. On it, like, why do people do that in their right mind? Why are they like, I'm gonna wear whatever I want.
Yeah.
I don't care about you. I don't care about what the invitation said. I can do what I want. How old was she again? Sorry.
Mid-20s, it said.
Yeah.
Also, to wear a blush pink dress, like, I feel like that's like a very light color that you shouldn't be wearing to a wedding anyways.
It's the exact opposite.
Yeah.
And it's like too close to white.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Like, even if there wasn't a dress code, like, I feel like that is also like a risky kind of color that you should stay away from usually.
I fucking love the idea of the gold dress and the crown and the emerald suit. Yeah. Love that idea. Is there any pictures or anything?
No pictures. Oh,
Can you send her a DM? Can you send her a DM asking for pictures? I'd love to throw some pictures up on the YouTube of that because I want to see that. That would be incredible. Like a gold dress for the bride. You just don't see that very often. That would be amazing.
Okay, I'll message her, but I'm not sure she'll share.
No promises.
Yeah.
But if we get them by the time I'm done my editing, you might be seeing them right now if you're looking on YouTube.
Yeah. I think what she said may have been a little asshole-ish, but
Sometimes it's okay to be an asshole. It was well deserved.
yes, 100%. She was a little bit harsh, but it's definitely warranted.
Definitely. I'm on board with it.
Yeah, I definitely support it.
Sometimes you got to put them in their place.
Yeah, I agree.
She deserved it.
I love this whole idea of the theme of like a fairy court.
Do we need to readjust our wedding plans now?
I know, maybe. It doesn't really fit Italy,
Look
though.
up to a gold dress. You already bought your dress, didn't you, though?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Maybe get my tux sorted up soon. For anybody new coming from Spotify, Tristan and I are planning our wedding for May 2025 in Italy. Destination, vacation, villa. I won't say any more because we've said it on previous episodes. So, yeah, bye. Okay.
Top comment. Not the asshole. A. You did not insult her looks. You told her that the color of her dress was a bad choice and that you were aware she chose it to stand out in front of everyone else. B. You already told them the dress code and they chose to do their own thing. Whilst I'm not necessarily for imposed dress codes at weddings outside of the regular expectations, the fact that they looked washed out in the photos is down to their choice of clothing, not the photographs or the photographer or you.
Hells yeah. Well said.
Yep, that's all on you, girl.